Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pat Parrish. We're sharing stories from your neighborhoods here in southern Arizona. Tonight we're in downtown. There's Heidi Laga kicking off our coverage. Field anchoring tonight from A Mountain. Heidi.
Well, hey there, Pat. Yeah, we are bringing the shows on the road, kicking things off, covering Midtown and downtown. And TEP for the past 5 years has been trying to build a new power grid and power lines, including a new substation at Banner University Medical Center. It would improve the power grid, but there has been pushback that is slowing things down. Let's bring in KGUN 9's Ryan Fish because he is our Midtown downtown reporter. And this is something that's been impacting you and your neighbors, Ryan.
Yeah, it's been a talker for a while now. And a lot of neighbors in Midtown agree with TEP that there needs to be some upgrades to the infrastructure. Midtown, the area around U of A, has really been growing, and so have the energy needs. But the question of where and how this project gets built, that has a lot of people amped up. It's been a lengthy back and forth.
We want to provide the best service that we can to customers in the area.
TEP has done a very good job of pitting neighborhoods against one another.
None of these historic Midtown neighborhoods seem to want TEP's proposed 138 kilovolt overhead transmission line.
They have concerns, and we tried to weigh those as we were looking for a route.
This green route is now the preferred option, already approved by the Arizona Corporation Commission. It would go from a substation near I-10 down Grant, Park Avenue, Euclid, and 36th Street, right through the West University neighborhood.
Putting transmission lines through the welcoming mat of the U of A just doesn't make sense.
Besides affecting neighborhood character, there's concerns about safety, especially during violent monsoon storms.
I think we need to be thinking about the future and what our climate's going to look like, what our infill in our neighborhood is going to look like.
Over the last 10 years, we've not had a pole that's been felled by storm damage or a car accident of any sort. These are reliable systems, and they operate safely.
Neighbors want to see an underground line, but TEP says that would cost roughly 10 to 15 times more. The company doesn't want to pass that cost on to customers through a rate increase. Neighbors looking at other underground projects argue that cost estimate is inflated, which TEP denies.
As a city, I think we're finally realizing that we can push back against corporate greed.
An SEC filing shows TEP's 2023 profit was $258 million.
We have to be thoughtful about where we invest our resources and how we do that.
The company says it won't take on some of the extra costs to go underground because it needs strong returns to attract more capital for major improvements in the coming years and getting to net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. Now, last week, TEP applied for special exemptions from the city to allow that transmission line to cross gateway corridor zones. Those are protected zoned areas across the city. TEP tells me the zoning commissioner or the zoning examiner will look at those at a hearing probably in January or February. That would probably be the last major hurdle in this project. There is an sense of urgency there. They want to get this construction done by summer of 2027, but obviously a lot of opinions here. A lot of steps in the process that we've seen that are still to go. You can find out a lot more on our website, KGUN9.com.
Yeah, I mean, it's already been years, 5 years now, and then the next meeting's going to happen in January or February. I mean, it's really dragging on, but it's much needed, so they've got to get through this.
Yep, and one way or another, it seems like they will do something. It's just a matter of when and how that comes together.
All right, Ryan Fish, thank you so much for joining us live. If you have a story for Ryan, you can reach out to him. There is the QR code on your screen there. To get in contact with Ryan, he's one of our Midtown Downtown reporters. Again, you can find his contact info on KGUN9.com.